Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is Big Pharma Strategy and Tactics Episode 2 on the crippling debt scenario, rising from the ashes. So in our last episode we learned that our initial starting ingredients, not that good. However, our tier 2 options are a lot better. And now that we have just invented the multi-mixer, we are in a fantastic place to capitalize on that and, well, make some more complicated, comprehensive drugs. So let's make one of those, shall we? We're going to start out, we're probably going to be taking out another loan, as much as it pains me, because the interest rates on the additional loans are absolutely insane. But I think we can make it work. Plus, I don't think we're going to be able to well, hang on. Well, that's first things first. We discovered that the acid reflux by itself, not so good, not so potent. Let's get a researcher on the agglomerator. That's the thing that gives us the +3 to concentration. We probably, well, I mean, we can leave that cooking for now. It's income. It's not good income, but it's income. But let's start planning. So why am I hyped about the multi-mixer? Well, what the multi-mixer does, as its name implies, is allows you to mix two of these ingredients together in a way that you can get multiple cures on a particular drug. Not to mention, depending on how you orient things, you have the potential to knock out some of the side effects, even the ones that say cannot remove. Yeah, you can remove them. You just need to know how. Plus, there are some shortcuts that you can do with concentration that will greatly reduce the number of machines you need, depending on how things are arranged. So let's take a look. All right, so we've got here treats diabetes. We need this to get up to a 10 to a 12 and then hit it with an ionizer to go up to curing hyperthyroidism. Now, let's follow that lead. Hypothyroidism, $290, another good selling thing, active in the 11 to 15 range. Now, what we want to find is other things that are also active in this range, because you can only have one concentration, at least in the early and mid game. There is a machine that lets you break that rule later on, but that's late game. But yeah, as long as they share a concentration range, then you can have multiple cures active at the same time. But if they are completely outside each other's range, then it's impossible. So you want to plan ahead. So hyperthyroidism is good. Now, we could potentially combine that with treats angina here. Because that's 6 to 12, 11 to 15. So 11 and 12 are a shared one. Now, we already know from our lines here that angina is not good at this end. The sweet spot's probably on the other end. So that might not be the one we want to mix in. Now, eases migraine, 5 to 9 doesn't match up, so these two can't. 8 to 12, however, for alleviates stomach ulcers, that's speaking our language here. Now, let's take a look at the base materials for these. So diabetes and acid reflux, these are fantastic arrangements. So this wants to be of a higher concentration to transform into alleviate stomach ulcers. This one also wants to be higher, which is fine. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. Yeah, I think what we want to do is we want to independently increase this and transform it so that it gets the stomach ulcer cure, then mix it into here. The reason being is that while we have to get our concentration really, really high, if we mix it into this and make this the base ingredient, it will assume this thing's concentration. So it'll take it from an 18, possibly 19, down to a 7, which is a lot easier to manage. Now, granted, we are going to need to pump it up to the 10 to 12 range, but that's not that bad because we can just ionize it back down. So I think that's... Now, the other thing to note is these slots are important. So there's nothing that... So if we make this the top slot, or make this the primary one, then anything coming in has to go into an empty slot or it'll be obliterated. Now, acid reflux is in the second slot. There's nothing here, so acid reflux will flow in. But causes constipation, which would normally be a problem, is going to try to slot itself into the treats diabetes, and if we use this as our base thing, it will get obliterated. Now, granted, that's not a problem because we can obliterate it naturally ourselves, so we don't really need to worry about that. But being that diabetes wants to be a 10 to a 12, we can mix it accordingly. I mean, heck, we could mix each of these independent of each other, then mix, or treat them independent of each other, then mix them. That actually might be the smart move. Yeah, let's do that. Usually I do my mixing I do my processing post mixture, but here it might make sense to do it pre. So here, so let's start with this. We're going to start with our thing here. We are going to hit it. Actually, yeah, we can use this framework for now. We need a third evaporator.
Invalid position.
Oops. So a third one would bring you up to a 16, and then one more evaporation will transform you. Easy peasy. Actually, let's point you down here this way. Like that, and like that. All right, so that is going to transform you into the next level here. Now, let's start working on our other one, the diabetes. So this one, we need to get you to a 10 to a 12. And then ionize it back down. So basically three up, 3 down. We could just do this with the agglomerator, but we don't have that just yet. So we could do 3 evaporators and then an ionizer. We just need to be mindful of our space. So 1, 2, 3. No, that's gonna block things off. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then we need to ionize it. That should be fine. Then we get our multi-mixer here. And that should be good right here. Draw you to here. Draw you to here. And yeah, let's let it cook while we wait for the ingredients to make the multi-mix. Because here, this is where we decide which material is the base material. And I always forget which end makes which one, so we just wait for the first one to show up and determine, okay, yeah, we want that as the base or no. Yeah, we want this as the base. Because we want to bring it down. So now this is cures stomach ulcers, 8 to 12. And now these mix together, and viola, we've got ourselves this. Now, boosting it up to a range where both of these will be active won't be a problem because that will take us out of the narrows pupils range, so we're not worried about side effects. I do think we need to get our agglomerator in order to make this work in a in a space sensible thing, because we need to. Yeah, we're not. Otherwise, we're gonna need the agglomerator. 3 months still. Okay. Let's upgrade our evaporator, because we have a lot of those. So this is going to sit for a bit while we get our agglomerator. Oops. Let's just keep a close eye on our finances. Yeah. Nimigard is not doing that great.
A competitor has released a new product.
And you got stomach ulcers, but I'm not as worried about that, because we're submitting our own product that is a combo, so we get demand from both angles. And actually, I might replace these with an agglomerator as well to help cut down on the space, because otherwise we're crowding out all of our other stuff here. And if we want like a second line of that, maybe not.
New ingredient discovered.
All right, what do we got here? Hypoallergenic. So gives us a catalyst, gives us a boost if we have it as a cream, but otherwise not a true blue cure. And then that's it for now. We have to do some research before we can go into the desert and get new ingredients there. So I'm just going to have our one explorer sit around and generate exploration points for us, so that we can further reduce the cost of our ingredients. All right, let's kick up the speed a little bit. I'm glad we didn't have to take another loan out, and we have a chance to build up some cash rather than take out another loan.
A competitor has released a new product.
All right, there's our agglomerator. Let's get it with an upgrade. What did you release? Hyperthyroid. So yeah, I figured they would do it, but I'm still undeterred, because there should be plenty of room here. All right, so let's get rid of these, so we're not taking up so much space. Agglomerator. That should be fine. Then we can get our ionizer. These four rather. There's not much more savings of space to be had here. Although, actually no, there is. There is. We can agglomerate, and as long as we finish it with an evaporator, then we should be in good shape. So yeah, we really did need the agglomerator here for space efficiency purposes. And then yeah, let's put you up here in the corner. These will be moved. Agglomerate, evaporate. We should be able to. Yeah, actually, what am I thinking? Let's put all of this in this upper corner and really maximize our space efficiency here. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's let the stuff cook. Make sure that we end up with the ingredients. What do we got here? Insomnia, anxiety, and depression, and schizophrenia. Fall in all of these. No, that doesn't affect us. Yes, we want the lower one there. All right, we're good. All right, so now we just need to agglomerate. We could agglomerate twice if we really wanted to. Well, we could do that, or we could, let's evaporate. Although evaporator's not pointing in the right direction. which is, well, no, actually it kind of is. Yeah, we're good. We evaporate. And then our printers are perfectly positioned. Oh man, this is just a delightfully tight fit, and I love it. I love every minute of it. And then we plug back into our output, and we have all this space for more projects. There we go. We've got both of these going. They are both active at the same time. Current profit, $329 per pill.
Product name required.
Ooh, okay. Let's get a good name here. Nighthawk. Nighthawk Remedy. There we go. And now we are absolutely kicking you up a bit. Again, we don't actually know how close we are to the sweet spots, so this might be a case of well, other items that we need to. We'll bring you back in, Cameron, for another name here. All right, so now let's look at our other ingredients here. So we've got that, we've got that. Now the question, one question is, what is the sweet spots for things? That's where the analyzer comes in. So let's start researching that. Let's also start researching the national headquarters, because that gives us access to desert research, sales reps, lots of really good stuff there. We have another point to give. Let's put that in ionizer, since that one's kind of expensive without upgrades. And we have a couple of ionizers around. And yeah, let's wait for our profit margins to return. Let's put this in. We are... What's the most expensive one right now? The one we've already discounted. Well, then let's do this one. But yeah, let's wait for our profit margins to return. Get our cash back up before we expand our next product line. Because we have we have 3 more slots here and enough room to do stuff with them, so we can absolutely do another multi-mix line. We could do another one of these lines if we really wanted to. I think we could have the room for it. I just want to see before I commit to that. Well, hyperthyroidism does not have a lot of...
A competitor has released a new product.
Does not have a lot of excess demand here. So maybe doubling up would not be the wise thing to do. Let's do something with we know we have the sauce with the migraine. We can do something. What can we multi-mix into migraine? So these two are on the bottom two. Let's see what other components to here. Now we could try, if we get this catalyst on here and agglomerate it, then that turns into anti-seizure medicine, which is better, although it's not that great compared to other level 3s like appetite suppressant. That pays big buck, fights cancer, but these are much higher level machinery. This we can get into this much easier. Well, what can we mix migraine cures to? Yeah, we could do so 6 to 12, 5 to 9. Yeah, actually, these two pair very nicely with each other. Now can we compare them as far as? So we've got painkiller at the bottom. Hypertension. So yeah, we could mix these two. Granted, it would be bringing all of the... all of the side effects to the party. Maybe we do want to go all the way up to the level to the tier 3 cure, to the anti-seizure. 11 to 15. Does that 11? Yeah, that we need to. It's going to be right in the right on inflamed skin, which, I mean, we could bring in hypoallergenic and make it a cream, which would, you know, reduce the ill effects of that. So maybe that is the way. I think that might be the way, because the causes dizziness isn't going to be a problem, and we need the catalyst in order to transform it. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for that. All right, so what's the best way to do this? We need to make this the base. So we mix this into it. That obliterates causes fatigue, because these two will take the top spots, and we want both of them. Also, let's start. Actually, let's wait for our research to finish here, because I want to start researching. We're going to hire one more scientist, and we're going to start researching alternative delivery, because that gives us, that's the pathway to the creamer. And if we're going to use the hypoallergenic keyword, the booster, we might as well, you know, make it a cream. And we're going to want to make it a cream anyway. But yeah, I think I'm good with just making one line to this, just because the demand for each of these is not only contested, but also very limited. But I'm very happy with this particular line. Nimigard. I need to shut down one of these. You guys, actually, you know what? You guys just need to stop. I'll let your production lines run your course, and then we'll just let the stuff sell it off, and then maybe repurpose this to other lines. Because right now that's just giving us more expenses than anything. I might hire another, since our profits are like doing really well, I think I'm going to hire another scientist so that we can start working on desert expeditions, sales reps. Both of those are really, really good. Let's do desert expeditions first. And we have another ingredient discount. What's the next most expensive one that we are using? I guess this stuff. I love having the cheap ingredients, because the profit margins are just out of this world. All right, our production lines have stopped for Nimigard, but we have tons of it in stock, so we will continue to sell stuff. We just won't incur the expenses of... We could probably go up a little with these as migraine. There's plenty of demand for it. All right, you know what? Let's start building our line now. And then by the time we get our creamer, then we'll be ready to finish it. So this one is going to be, yeah, painkiller. And this one will be the catalyst, plus the hypoallergenic. And by the way, this doesn't actually do anything for our cure, nor is it a cure itself. It's also active at all things. This just gives us a sales bonus as long as we meet the effect. The one of the traits that I was pondering, slogan writer, doubles this effect. So this would have been a 40% if we were a slogan writer, which is pretty nice, but not the end of the world, but if we don't have it. All right, so you want to be a 7 to a 10. You're a 16, so we do not want... Now, hang on, let's ponder the strategic time to mix this in so that we can get some free shifting here. So 7 to 10 evaporates, so it'll be at 11. Eases migraine. We need to be at 15 to 18. So we want to transform it independent first, then mix it, because the other stuff is like at a 17, and then we agglomerate it. I think that's the wise move here. So, oh no, we need to shrink you down. That's what we need to do. So I think we need to ionize. And then what do you want? You want to evaporate. All right, so ionize, dissolve to bring you down that last point. Then evaporate. Send it in the other direction. And then that will get us our initial transformation. Then we need to mix in this. So we get our multi-mixer. Yeah, that's a good placement for it. Because then you can go in here and you can go up to here. So let's let it run for a little bit as I decide our base. Now here, well, actually no, hang on. I don't know if we can utilize the base properly. Because if we make you the base, then causes fatigue will obliterate the painkiller, thus reducing the point of all this. So unfortunately we don't get, at which point, you know what, we might want to mix this in sooner rather than later. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter because we're going to have to do the monkeying around with it anyway, so it doesn't really matter when we mix this around. In fact, we don't want to mix it in too early, otherwise our ionization would wipe out our catalyst. So yeah, we make the other thing the base. I still think we have enough room to do it, and I still think it'll be profitable. We just have to do more processing here. All right, so we're already at eases migraine. Now we just need to get you up to 15 and then agglomerate. Agglomerate. Maybe we just... So that takes you, actually, no, yeah, we want to evaporate, then agglomerate, because otherwise that'd be overkill. There we go. That should transform it, and then all we have left to do is finish it off. And this right here, this needs to move. We might use this as our output, but I don't want to block it. Okay, so we're now at anti-seizure. Beautiful. And now we just need to bring it down. But here, before we do that, and while we're waiting for our creamer to get in place, let's fire up the analyzer. So we're going to feed you into the analyzer. That's going to destroy the drugs. But once we do enough of that, we will know what the sweet and hot spots are for all of the different materials here. It's going to take a little bit before it gives us the research, but I think in this instance it pays to know what the sweet and hot spots are.
Research complete.
Both for the inflamed skin and also the anti-seizure. All right, this alternative delivery, now we can go into the creamer because we're going to need that at the end of this whole ordeal.
Analysis complete.
All right, inflamed skin is all the way at the bottom there. Okay. Hopefully anti-seizure's sweet spot isn't near that. Although it's probably going to tell me causes dizziness's hot spot before.
Analysis complete.
Ooh, give me both. All right, well, we don't care about cause dizziness. Yes, it is towards the top. Fantastic. So the sweet spot here is far enough away from the hot spot that I'm okay with having this inflamed skin, especially since we're sending it through a creamer. That is fantastic news. We can just save this, use it for later. So now we know what our target is. So let's ionize. Yes, we can do that, and that's not blocking that.
Research complete.
And then one dissolver. And then I think we can kitty corner it up to here because of... All right, Desert Expeditions, fantastic. Get you on some sales rep, and then over here we will hire another person because you need 2 people to do the desert. All right, another booster, liver with a catalyst, or sexual health with a catalyst. Desert goldenrod, fitting plant. What can we upgrade? We can upgrade you. Actually, this one's technically more important to upgrade, just based on the base price here. Yep, right there. Now we're just waiting on our... We're still selling down our stock of this stuff. Nobody wants it. Sorry, Nemi. We'll make something better. Valiant Rook is doing a solid. Let's bump you up a little bit. Let's bump you up a little bit. Actually, no, let's not, because we're already carrying a stock of 20, which isn't bad. But yeah, we need to be mindful of the market to that. How close are we to our creamer? 1 month, that's fine. Let's fast forward. While we fast forward, let's ponder, what do we do with this mess here? Is there, so going for vanilla treats diabetes, that's not going to help us out. And we know that vanilla acid reflux is not good at that level. And inflamed skin, that's real bad because that's bringing it down to its hot spot, so we don't want that. We could look at hypertension, like baseline, and blood pressure, because if the sweet spot's here and the hot spot's over there, we could just creamer it and get away with that. Same goes with diabetes and pupils. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do some more analysis here, just of the raw ingredients. Oops. Just so we know. All right. Because I mean, this was a, well, no, actually that wasn't one. So let's test the diabetes and the pupils. Just let it burn until we get our notice here.
Analysis complete.
All right, pupils is there. Fair enough. That's not too bad.
Research complete.
There's our creamer.
Analysis complete.
We'll upgrade you. And there's no, unfortunately they are in alignment with each other, which is unfortunate. Fair enough. Let's get our creamer on. And yeah, this is the perfect angle. You only need one creamer. It is a cycle time of 1. So we will get that going here.
A competitor has released a new product.
Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? You jerk. I just put this out here. For Pete's sake. Like freaking, are you looking over my shoulder? Are you doing the same homework as me here? God, it's like they put me in there in the game. Follows my exact moves. All right, who are we gonna do here? Oh, let's do. Shona Balance. And actually, now that we're looking at this, what is the anti-seizure market cap here? 1.7. So this is going to get messy since we're collectively making too much. Although the hypoallergenic is going to help us out big time because that's a sales boost. So we're going to have an edge in this little fight for the anti-seizure market. Not to mention, did they release it as a pill? So the pill does not take the edge off of inflamed skin. So I think we will win this battle. That being said, I don't think we can spam this out and duplicate the line. And, oh yeah, you need to... You know what I think I might do is just make another eases migraine. We could even yeah. I'd be curious to see what the baseline painkiller is, because like if the baseline painkiller is, you know what, let's find that out. Because if the baseline painkiller is, if we can cheat down the thing by mixing it into something, we might actually be able to use that just as a baseline painkiller. So let's analyze that. We already know what wait, that's diabetes. Oh wait, never mind. There it goes. We already know what the inflamed skin is, but if we can go below the inflamed skin, now it won't be profitable to just do that, to just have the 111 from the painkiller, but we mix something else in there and have two effects active, then we can get the best of both worlds. That being said, though, I don't think we have the slots to do a mixture in this line here, so I might be barking up the wrong tree. We'll see. I'm curious nonetheless. We might just do the migraine one. Actually, once we get that, I'm going to just have this leech some of the migraine cures off so we see what the sweet spot of migraine is. Because if we can just tweak that with like one more adjustment, then we can get a better cure on that and just have a duplicate line going. I'd be okay with that. Our profits is nice and high.
Analysis complete.
All right, painkiller is...
New world event.
Hang on. All right, sales reps. That is going to be useful. Yeah, 1 point into them. We need 1 point in the multi-mixer. Where do we want you guys to go now? Let's start going up the tech tree here, because there's some really good stuff up further up. If you think the multi-mixer is good, wait till we get to the centrifuge. All right, so yeah, I'm going to just borrow some. Yeah, painkiller is outside, so maybe I'm curious to see, maybe not for that line down there, but is there, like, treats diabetes is good, but then we got the pupils. Man, if we could knock out the pupils. Although no, painkiller doesn't share it, so it wants an 8. You share it with hypertension. The blood pressure is not good though. 9 to 3. So So if we did you one off of that, then the bottom, but we already know that the bottom of hypertension is not good. Acid reflux is out of range. Diabetes is out of range. I mean, let's see what Desert Goldenrod, let's see what the sexual health gives us. Maybe there's a mix-in possibility there. Oh yeah, what's the world event? High demand for hypertension. All right. I generally don't modify what I'm doing based on world events because they're too short-lived to really,
New
meaningfully
ingredient discovered.
impact your strategy. Holy crap, that's a lot of junk. That's a lot of junk. All right, maybe we can't just casually mix stuff. I mean, that's how it flows. Is like the later ingredients get more and more laden with side effects that you got to deal with. That's just a booster. Liver medication plus catalyst. All right, let's see what the liver is. All right, and yeah, we just need to wait for our analysis for the migraines to finish. Because again, if we can improve our accuracy on the migraines front, I mean, the migraines and the painkillers, I know they're the same cure family, but you can mix them in at the same time. But do we want to bother with that? Also, speaking of bother with that, we have sales reps we need to do. Yeah. So there's a couple. We have we have a lot of options eventually, but right now we can just do a regular sales rep, which is just a flat 10% sales, or we can do a portfolio presentation, which gives us 5% sales for each cure in this family. Now, we only have one painkiller thing, so I think I'm going to go with the sales rep here. But down here for Nighthawk Remedy, actually no, we want portfolio because we get 5% for each of the 2 cures on here, and then it boosts everything else if we had others. Eases migraine if we did a portfolio here, then that gives us 10%. And then actually, yeah, if we go here, it gives us a slightly less on this one, but it gives eases migraine more. And then if we do another painkillers related one, let's get rid of that one. Then that gives us some extra bonuses. So I'm good with this for now. Although this one we might not necessarily need to hawk that well. We could probably. Yeah, since we're in direct competition, actually we probably want to hawk this one more. There we go. That gives it the extra boost. Both of these the extra boost that we want. That's what we're talking about. Because we're going to be making duplicates of Ease's migraine. It's just a matter of finding the sweet spot. I really should be upgrading the analyzer at least by a level just to make this.
A competitor has released a new product.
Little, okay, whatever, man. Yeah, because I think if we get migraines into a really good spot, then we can go a little bit nuts with duplicating that because there's a lot of demand for it. It might not be the highest paying tier 2, but there's usually, if they are not high paying, then there's a lot of base demand for it, and you can just make a lot of it. All right, I upgraded you. Please give me sweet spot for migraines.
Analysis complete.
Thank you. Okay. So, oh, we're just one off. That's fantastic. Now, did we have here? Yeah, we just replaced these with a ionizer, and that will get the job done for us with less space. And then that makes this a real compact build that we can replicate very easily. All right, so what's our formula here? Ionize, dissolve, evaporate, ionize, pill. Easy. Ionize. Might as well reuse the equipment. Dissolve. Evaporate. And then ionize again. So these we can delete. Yeah, we'll wrap it around there just to give us some runway space. And we don't need to... Pill printers are fine for this. It's actually a little bit more profitable to do pill printers if you don't need the creamer. Oh wait, we already have pill printers. All right, you into you into you. Into you. And then down here, same deal. Might as well, because yeah, the migraines five per day, and our competitor is only doing 1.5. So yeah, I'm comfortable pushing up against that real hard. So we just need to save
invalid position.
One of that. Oops. Just putting these to the side until we have a better spot for them. Clear the rest out. Painkiller. Yeah, maybe we'll go with the portfolio with the whole painkiller line, because those reps sort of build on each other if you're all doing it from the same category. Right. Ionize, dissolve. Evaporate. Ionize again. No. Shoot, I would rather this not be pointing away because I want to make my way back here without wasting too much space. Actually, yeah, that's not too bad. And then we ionize. Actually, yeah, we can do something like this. And then we have our pill printers, like right here. Oh, that's super compact. I'm so happy. Except for this one roundabout belt, which is kind of ugly. I am otherwise happy with the compactness of this build. And now this is going to have us register this as a new product.
Product name required.
XXL. There we go. And then let's move our sales reps around.
Product name required.
Oh, I screwed something up at some point then. These should all be duplicates. What a mess. I didn't evaporate. Yeah, we needed to evaporate here. Whoopsie doodle. There we go. And then control lets you delete out the medicine because, yeah, we don't want any of that stuff. That should do it nicely. Yeah, and then that one's got the formula right. All right, and that should return us to profitable. Oh yeah, let's get our sales rep back in the saddle here. So portfolio presentations. Yeah, we'll keep you at the baseline there. All right, and then yeah, migraines averted. Now there's one last thing I want to check on before we end the episode here. And I probably should have checked on this sooner. So there are certain cures that will permanently cure people, meaning that you can actually destroy a market if you are treating it too well. Migraines are not one of those things. As you can see from here, it's just time of year that fluctuates demand. So us having a perfectly, a perfectly effective, on the sweet spot cure for it is not going to destroy the migraine market, which is good. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.